Hello and welcome to the session. I am Akshay Kumar, working in School of Computer and Information Sciences, IGNOU, and I'll be discussing with you about NGOs and the radio programs, like how NGOs can use radio programs. The learning outcomes for this particular sessions are: number one, it defines the basic characteristics of radio and radio programs. So we'll be discussing what radio program actually means, and we want to know what a good radio program is going to be. Then we will be discussing about the use of radio, how it can be used for various NGO programs. First of all, we'll discuss what are the strengths of radio in that particular sense. So we will be talking about the strengths, and that actually can be utilized by NGOs for implementing radio programs. And then we will be discussing features of a successful radio program, which I just said, because what we call a good radio program is very, very important, right? Otherwise, we make thousands and hundreds of programs and which has no effectivity, which has no communication potential, or so on and so forth. So we would like to identify how we recognize a good radio program or what features it should have so that it communicates the required information to the students. Well, in order to discuss all these things, let us begin with discussion of a radio. Now, radio, what do we call radio? You all have been listening to traditional radio, AM and FM radio. Aren't you listening to it? Everybody has radio at house. Like people in my ages were only dependent on radios, right? We started with radio, and television was something which came in 80s, but we started listening to radios sometime in 70s or even earlier, right? So radios were popular for a very, very long time. Initially, radio were using AM, amplitude modulation, and today radios are using, most of you will be using those kinds of FM radios, right? And the distance, the basic characteristics of FM radio is that it is better as far as quality is concerned, the transmission quality is concerned, because it is frequency modulation. That is what FM stands for. And the distance is around 100 kilometers for most of the radios. So we have been listening to FM radios for a long time now. The second type of radio which are becoming popular gradually, in fact they have been utilized at various levels these days, are called community radios. Well, community radios have to follow a legal framework, because when we talk about community radio, we are talking about places, smaller places, and if we are discussing about smaller places, and the people who are there has to follow certain legal frameworks in order to deliver the quality with radio programs for that particular place. Why? Because you see, it is possible to go away and talk about something which are not really good for the society. So there has to be a legal framework, and we should be taking whatever we will be discussing should be in a legal framework. Then for community radio, local people produce and broadcast their own programs. So they can do this, local people are given a particular opportunity, right? And local people can participate in operating the community radio also. So definitely you see that when we are leaving to many people around our country, because there will be so many people, so legal frameworks are very, very important. And this can lead to self-empowerment. So objective of community radio is empowerment of the societies, empowerment for local people around there, right? So this is very important that we empower each other. We do all the good things which are possible through community radio. Then the third type of radio which are there today is the internet radio. Well, internet radio can cover a large area, but it requires internet access, right? So this is what in general we have as far as today's parlance is concerned, the type of radios. So ICT, in fact, internet and communication, information and communication technology is permeating even the radio industry also. And shortly after a few years, you will find that everything is integrated into one. But for the time being, we are using community radios quite often. Well, community radio, who can be the broadcaster, right? So So any NGO, any society or trust which is older than 3 years, right, that can be the community, they can broadcast to or they can take control of a community radio. Then minimum of 2 to 3 hours of radio transmission with about 50% content for the local communities. So this is what is one of the requirement, that everybody, whosoever takes control of the community radio, should transmit for 2 to 3 hours, but 50% of the program should be for the local community. But they need financial support to run these stations, right? Luckily for radio programs, the support is, the kind of financial support is not tremendously high, but still financial support is needed, right? Infrastructure setup and the maintenance, yes, some infrastructure is required for the transmission part. So some equipments are required, some electricity, the studio is required where people will be coming and broadcasting. So that infrastructure setup, that is one cost. And then expenses for creating and broadcasting the program. So if we invite people, obviously we are taking their time, and it is quite logical to give some honorarium, and in addition, when we are broadcasting, we are definitely consuming a lot of power, right? So we will be using the equipment. So everything is basically, the running cost is also a good amount of expense, but not very high comparing video and other kinds of programs. But why do we want radio? In this present lot, we could have gone to information technology tool, we could have gone to television, we could have gone to many other places, but why only radios? Well, one of the major advantage of radio is that the access of radio is available at grassroots level. You go anywhere, rich or poor, everybody has access to radio these days, right? Many of the middle class and other kind of people have FM radio onto their mobile devices even, right? So radio is available everywhere, and it was available for a very, very long time, and people find it very convenient to use it. So radio is very important. It can address the local needs, low investments to the other media, right? And the low power consumption is needed, and natural sources of information with people. So this used to be very natural to us, and we have low cost of the receiving device. So that is why we would like radio is one of the most natural way of listening, which you will find at many different places. I think many of you who are students might be having this particular feeling that they might be studying, right? And while their radio is playing some of the music, song and so on and so forth. So it is very natural to listen to the radio, and we can do it all the time. So that is why radio is very important media as far as communication is concerned. Well, what kind of radio, how radio people and programs may be related in some sense. Well, if we look into psyche of young people, then young people may be interested in educational programs, some of the reviews about games maybe, some of the reviews about the newer gadgets, the news, etc. as far as radio is concerned. So main concern is education and probably the new technology. So younger lot is interested in a different point of as far as radio is concerned. Whereas adults have probably different needs. They might be interested in looking into the agricultural related issues, like what kind of cultivation or what kind of crop they would like to sow in a particular point of time, or crop is to be used at a particular point of time. Then people might be interested in weather forecasting also, like if weather forecast can help in determining what to be done in the near situation, specifically related to agriculture. Then health and family problems. Now this is a very important use of radio, which I think if you we all are passing through a very maybe a phase where COVID-19 is causing many problems to people, right? So radio is in fact is a very powerful media for reaching to the people, telling them what to do, what not to do, specifically at this point of time, because it reaches to the grassroots level. That is important. Okay. Then in addition, we can talk about government policies, we can use radio for entertainment, we can communicate market and economic trends through radios, and one important parameter which has to be there along with the radio is that NGOs have to get involved with rural forum and solicit their active participation in discussing whatever they have been communicated through radios. That make the learning better. So this is what is important from the program point of view, that whenever programs are to be delivered through radio, there has to be an active participation of the community. And if we are not able to take the participation of the community, then we might face some problems in that particular situation. Well, coming to the use of radios, well, radio can be considered to be a good tool for education, right? Many radio channels are available these days for educational broadcasts, which constantly broadcast different kinds of radio programs which are useful for the public. Okay. Then we have local languages which can be utilized through radio while broadcasting these kinds of programs. Now that facilitates learning, and in fact you all must be familiar with the new education policy, and one of the things which is there in the new education policy is that people learning in their mother tongue for first few years of their learning. How good that particular thing is going to be, and how useful radio can be to create that kind of an environment. Now, programs can be created on key issues, just like we discussed agriculture, then the use of fertilizer. Now, this you must learn these days that there is excessive use of fertilizer in several places. Now, that results into not only results into soil degradation sometimes, but it also leads to environmental pollution. I think this is one particular parameter which is now coming up, and environmental pollution these days, we are seeing the changes in the environment, we are seeing the changes, the way our environment is changing because of whatever the carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide and other kinds of gases which are causing harm to our environment, and there is a possibility of global warming, right? So all these environmental changes we are witnessing around us. Probably some of the causes may be our misuse of agricultural and other fertilizer uses. Although it may not be very heavy, heavy thing in comparison to many other things which we do, but they may also cause they can contribute to little bit of environmental change. And today we need to conserve as much as possible as far as environment is concerned. Then there is a great possibility of weather prediction, right? And weather prediction is one of the most important use as far as radio is concerned. It keeps on telling the weather for next few days, next few months, and many a times these days radios and other things like we are also talking about the possible disasters also, and helping the society in evacuating the places whenever the need so be. Then specific learning material can be broadcast repeatedly with the help of radios. Then NGOs can contribute enormously to educating people in remote areas with the little access to these, by providing the latest trends, information, by providing discussion forum, by reaching to the people, and then clubbing whatever information, as I said earlier, clubbing whatever information we are providing through radio into a homogeneous learning that they discuss and they contribute, so that people can also ask questions in that particular direction. Now, a very interesting domain of radio happens to be radio in distance education. Well, there are specially designed radio programs which can support use of printed material, and IGNOU is one of those universities which is using radio programs, right? Especially, and radio is, I think many of you will be knowing, is one of the very important tool in language learning. In language learning, we have technically 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Now, reading and writing, surely you require some text and somebody to evaluate you if you have written some of the text. But as far as listening and speaking is concerned, that can be communicated through radios, right? In IGNOU, we produce audio programs which are passed on to the student, and they listen to those programs, and then in addition to listening to those programs, they also start speaking and recording their voices, and then they come to know whether the pronunciation difference is there or not. So many things can be done as far as language teaching and learning is concerned related with radios. Now, NGOs have a unique place they can prepare various kinds of materials on key issues like health, agriculture, government policies, and other materials. So in addition to distance learning, NGOs can provide, helping in additional learning, they can provide in these kinds of materials, as I already said. Phones are telephones, in fact, and the radio program very commonly used. Once again, I go back to distance education. Like IGNOU is having what we call phone-in programs, which are broadcast through FM radios, and those programs can be heard by the students. Most of these programs are into the local languages, and students can ask questions telephonically over the radio. So they are very useful tool when clarification or doubts are concerned. So what opportunities we have as far as radio programs are concerned? Well, NGO can adapt a vast amount of resources available today to prepare quality radio programs without need of expensive recording studios, right? So we have those particular things available. IT tools can be used to create and edit video programs. So today if you have a computer system available to you, you can even record your audio program with the help of a computer, and that particular program can be very well edited by you, and create a good program can be created, and then you can use that is the low cost technology of radio program to broadcast it, right? So there is great opportunities for NGO that they can produce good content, okay? They can produce that particular content for local people, in the local languages, and then they can be broadcast on the community radio with the help of community radio, okay? Then all these things looks okay, but what is a good radio program? Well, when we talk about good radio program, the very first thing which comes to us is that it should be good in content. Any program which has to be communicated, or which has to be communicating something to the listeners, it should be good in content. If it is not good in content, the listeners may not be interested in that particular program after a few minutes or so, right? But in addition to that, the good part about radio is that radio can bring change in people. It can help develop scientific attitudes toward our health, scientific attitudes towards our communication, scientific attitudes towards some of the issues or some of the statements which are made. So we have to think about them, think logically about them, and show our behavior or change our attitude according to them. Radios can definitely help. We can put lots of stories, we can put a lot of scientific content, we can talk to people about like how we can change the behavior of the people in a particular situation, specifically behaving in a very logical and better manner. The program should motivate the listeners. this is a very important characteristic, into collective actions. We have so many problems around us, but most of us start believing that somebody else is going to solve that problem for us, and that never happens. But if we are united, if we are thinking alike, right, and if we are together, we can do that particular action. And radios can do this particular, they can motivate. Good radio programs can motivate the listeners, and that is where NGO should attempt this particular thing. Not only they should be going to the people, but in addition, these radio programs, with the help of community radio, we can encourage the, motivate the listeners for collective actions. We can change their lifestyles. We can take their health and social problems. We can discuss about them. We can, so many good traits, so many good things which we have in our culture, right? We can talk about them through radio programs. So many good attitudes, so many good important issues which we face with, respecting so many people, respecting elders, respecting women, we talk about respecting people around us, right? It is very, very important that we inculcate, we start behaving in that particular manner. And radio, with the help of certain good programs, can bring in this kind of a change to a certain extent, right? So it is going to bring the change into the community. Should communicate effectively to advise population of new government policies and to encourage discussion, feedback, and gain people's support. Now it is very, very important that government comes up with many thinking. They start few new policies. Now those policies are for the people only, for the benefit of the people only. And if we are not contributing, if we are not discussing those policies, and if we are not communicating back that what we need, how, or not providing the feedback, probably we have defeated those particular policies. So the awareness about those policies, awareness about those those programs and policies, and then communicating back in the form of feedback is very, very important. And a good radio program, right, provides you that particular information, but also initiates you to initiate feedback and other things. It is very important these days that you communicate your response. You must communicate your response, your thinking in a very uncertain term, so that everything improves for us. Right. Should promote community development and bring the rural masses closer to recent trends. Now, it is a very important thing. Like we say that community development. Now, how radio program can do that? Well, radio program creates that particular aura. It starts, it initiates. Ultimately, it has to be supplemented with support of the NGOs, discussion with the NGOs, discussion in a collaborative groups, and that can bring the development of the community. Talking about the new technologies which are there for agriculture, right? Talking about the new technology which are there for other, healthcare. They might bring that change which we require in the rural sector, right? And we have seen the results in the last few years, right? Specifically when we have seen that earlier the mortality rate of the younger kids was very high, but now with the help of various IT technologies as well as people support, various NGO support, that has been reduced to a great extent, and it has to further go down. We have to evolve as a community, and radio can definitely help in that. So NGOs must develop follow-up actions. That is very, very important to accomplish these goals. If they are not able to accomplish or follow these goals, the things are not going to be solely done by the radio. Yes, definitely. When we listen to the radio, we are motivated. A good program, we are motivated. That's what I'm saying. A good program, we will be motivated. But then somebody has to come back and re-support that particular motivation, so that whatever motivation is there is converted into actual action. So the opportunities for us is that creation of some what opportunities are there for NGOs and for the local people as far as radio programs are concerned, that it can help in creating good local jobs, right? It can be in the area of broadcasting, it can be in the area of program creation, right? But our job is going to be, the NGO jobs is going to be educating people, and people job will be discussing and coming up with the program which can benefit the society, which can curb so many different things which are there in the society and improve society as a whole. The second thing which we can do is improvement in health, education and social awareness of the people. It is very, very important that NGOs use the radio technology and create programs. They are already there, but some of those programs may be adapted for the local needs, in the local languages. So you can create the health related program, you can create education related program, you can create social awareness related program. Integration of highly motivated society is essential by the NGOs so that we can create a new kind of environment for the village people, and this is definitely going to create India, the people for our in our country who can move towards, who can take our country towards a new era, or so on and so forth. Right. So thank you. But let me summarize what we have discussed so far. So in this particular program, we have discussed about the different types of radios which are there, what are the advantages of using radio programs, what NGO can do to create new education program for the people around there, how it can be used in education, healthcare and other important areas like agriculture, and how radios can be utilized by NGA to create a new society for the future. Thank you. Bye for now.